James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Today, NFC South rivals collide. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson. The kicker is Cade York. He's got this one set to get started. And off we go from Tampa. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason, and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't do with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That one just too far, out in front, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Third and 9. Throwing is Baker. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
And it's 4th down, so here comes Riley Dixon to punt. A fair catch signals, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Saints led out by the rookie, Tyler Story, oft injured in college, the 3rd quarterback drafted out of Louisville with pick 40. Greg, he is now the QB for New Orleans.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket, because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They're going to put man in motion to the right. Throwing on 2nd down, Shuck. They go side, got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
That's good.
That's 17 yards, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And we'll see where they spot this. Very close to a 1st down. He's forced out just shy of the mark.
Complete to Taysom Hill. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 46-yard line.
2nd and inches. On the zone read, it's Shuck. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Saints, first down. A gain of 4 yards. And the Saints, first down.
He's going to keep this again. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Touchdown, Saints. The quarterback had the decision to make, and boy, he chose the right one, taking it in for the touchdown.
The key to this play, Mike, is the decision-making by the quarterback. Get your eyes on that defensive end. If he crashes on the handoff to the back, you pull it, he gets out in space, and he does the rest.
On now, Cade York for the point after. It's up and through. And the Saints will take a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you could see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Third down and 14.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this defense, they have come to play here. They're starting this game physical, flying to the ball. They are defending every blade of grass, and they're letting these guys know early on, if you come in our area, you better be ready to play through contact.
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
On comes the punter now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Saints offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. To the air is Shuck. He takes off, and he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
On 2nd down, it's Shuck. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. It's an incompletion.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. That's caught. Outside, it's complete. 11 yards on the pass there. 1st down, New Orleans.
That's good for a Saints. 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Saints.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
Throw across his body is complete. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
This quarterback has a reputation for being one of the faster quarterbacks in the league, but what I loved here is, yes, he used his legs, but he remained a passer for as long as he could and leads to a nice pickup.
On the handoff, it's Kamara. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
A gain of 11.
Really well executed counter run there, Mike. And what you're trying to do anytime on these misdirection schemes is you're trying to get these linebackers that might play at a 4.5 speed to maybe play at a 4.7 speed. The hesitation, not understanding exactly where the ball is going to end up, gives you an advantage offensively, just like we saw here.
Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down and goal. Off the play fake, here's Shuck. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Automatic 1st down.
So now then, 1st and goal from the 1. Kamara going to try to bull his way in, and he barrels his way into the end zone. Alvin Kamara, touchdown, New Orleans. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
York now for the extra point. It's up and good. The Saints will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return is Tucker. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no 1st downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3. They go play action with Mayfield. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Get home, boys. We got this.
Baker to throw. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Throwing is Mayfield. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Incomplete. Quincy Riley on the coverage.
Here's the punter now, as he is on to kick it away. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara and knock him down up beyond the 30. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
And the Saints.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, Mike. Let's win at the point of attack. And boy, this team here early in the first quarter, they've done just that.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Kamara. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
In motion is Hill. On 2nd down, here's a run with Kamara. He's taken down just shy of midfield. A gain of 17 yards. It's good for a Saints first down.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run, and that's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
That one intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And the Buccaneers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
And while he's still a rookie and he's going to have his ups and downs, this is the player they thought they were getting when they selected him in this previous year's draft. I mean, he looked almost like a savvy veteran there, baiting that quarterback into that throw. He had great anticipation. He was on time in his drive, and then he plucks that ball out of the air, and he almost looks like a wide receiver.
They send Godwin in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Trying to hook up with Cade Otton that time around. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Now, Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
So these are always the most disappointing drives, right? So you get the ball, you're on your opponent's side of the field, and then you go 3 and out. So you take the field, you say, this is a prime opportunity. Come away at least with points, and now they find themselves in a tricky, delicate situation. I'm curious to see what they do here on 4th down.
The Saints offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. On 1st down, they'll start out with Kamara. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Shook. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete.
It's certainly not for the lack of trying, but these guys are having a really hard time getting on the same page right now. I mean, he's still looking for his first catch, despite getting a handful of targets going his way.
3rd down, they need 5. Throwing is Shook. And that is incomplete.
Pass intended for Devon Bailey. Incomplete. He was defended by Jamel Dean.
On 4th down, Saints' new punter for this season, Kai Kroger, set to kick it. Cameron Johnson deep for Tampa Bay. And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. The Buccaneers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They're in an early hole, 14-0. Gotta start digging out soon. They'll begin this drive, 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. Nice game here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Incomplete. Quincy Riley on the coverage.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
For Chris Godwin. Alontae Taylor on the coverage.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. It's Otten in motion. Down. They'll set up to throw. Moving left. They'll try to run for it. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
A gain of 15 yards.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
It's second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. Now Mayfield. And on 3rd down, that ball's incomplete.
Intended for a first down. Sets up 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. That's BUCS in motion. On 4th down, Mayfield. Got a man. It's BUCS complete. And he's going to have the Buccaneers first down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that 4th down conversion.
First down.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So after 1, 14-0 is our score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. On to the second, Buccaneers in possession of the football. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. As we are ready to get back underway. On 2nd down, Baker in trouble, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
This is why every defense wants to play, because it allows them to just off on the quarterback. Go rush the pass. You're not worried about them handing the ball off. Quick game. You know the points, so what can you do? You can get after this guy, and boy, have they ever.
3rd and 10. To throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
So at this stage of the game, Mike, that whole sideline, they're looking up at that scoreboard. They see the donut up there, and they're saying, we've got to get something going. You become a little desperate. You start pressing. In this case, they try to push something downfield, deep pass, incomplete. They get a way to generate possessions while still searching for these big plays.
McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3. McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. A return now from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. He'll start out. First down and 10. Now Kamara. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Chuck. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
Third and long. Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
And this is a great example of what can happen when you play complementary football. The back end holds up nicely in coverage, and then that front seven is able to wreak havoc and put an end to this play.
Here's their punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Bucs offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Mayfield. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. This one on target to Godwin. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Baker gonna give it to Irving. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down and 3. We'll go again here with Irvin. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
At the 35-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. Throwing is Baker. That's Good catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to the air. It's Mayfield. A pass. It's complete. It's Shepard. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
13 yards on the play.
Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A give. This is Irving. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
On the tackle.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force them down for a loss.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. And he'll take this one in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bucs are back within 4. It is 14-10.
Buccaneers 10.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Saints offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the give, this is Kamara. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
10 yards on the pickup.
Nice combination of vision, patience, and speed by the running back here. The vision to see the hole, the patience to let the blocks unfold, and then the speed to hit it and pick up a nice gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Another run here with Kamara. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. He's going to get this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 24-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard
It's possible they could have
line.
tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's Shuck. This one on target to Olave.
Chris Olave. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. It's a give now to Kamara. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. Slot man in motion right. It's 3rd down, and here is Shuck. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
That's good for a
It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Kamara. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
Shuck going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
It's now 4th down and goal.
Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This about as short as you can get. York's kick is good. And the Saints will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. Ooh. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Buccaneers offense and receiver Chris Godwin set to take over again. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
Really no hesitation on the part of the quarterback, Mike. I mean, he knew where that open receiver was going to be based on his pre-snap read. The defense did nothing to alter that picture, and that's a great play to start this drive.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. Here's 1st and 10. Thrown quickly, taken in by Godwin. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
To throw is Mayfield. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up third down.
Here's third down and a few inches. Now Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on third and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
Now the Bucs will take their first time out. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
Brings up second and 5 at the 15-yard line.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Well, the handoff is Irvin. And the Bucs are going to be set up first and goal. Nice run, getting them down to the 6.
9 yards.
Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in the second quarter. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's first and goal. Throwing is Mayfield. And he'll take it on in. BUCS. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bucs will come back to tie things at 17. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more, and he has been the focal point of this offense. When you get a performance like this, you can almost invariably know the offensive line's been stellar. And they have been so far. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. In motion is Hill. On first down, shot. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
So first and 10 here now at the 38. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
yards.
Saints going to use their second timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
Gain of 13 yards. First down, Saints.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, it's Shuck. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
They'll try again here, second and 10. Throwing again, Shuck. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Incomplete. It's third down and 10 yards to go.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. To the air once more, Shuck. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a first and 10. Off the play fake, here's Shuck. Now a shot here, deep middle. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Now it's York for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Saints will extend this third quarter lead.
Buccaneers 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return is Tucker. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. This one is caught by Shepard. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
That's good for a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run with Irving. He'll push forward for about a yard. Demario Davis there on the play.
The tackle made by Demario Davis. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Baker to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. The tackle is going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
At the 40-yard line.
Mayfield. Quick slant into the hands of Ibuka. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Saints' 31-yard line.
From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard. Here's Irving. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 3 yards. And a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Right back to Irving. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Alontae Taylor is there for the stop.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd and 8. Man in motion, heading left. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he is out of bounds.
It's a gain of 18.
What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal.
First and goal.
I love the way the ball's
8-yard
been
line.
moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Forced to his right. He's going to keep it himself.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up second and goal.
The ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. On the ground, it's Irving. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa. McLaughlin now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Buccaneers are back within a field goal. The lead is 3.
27. Buccaneers 24.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Saints offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. Up the sideline at the 35. And he'll be forced out of bounds. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well.
At the 36-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Throwing is shot. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And so far throughout the course of the game, I think the secondary's actually done a really nice job of taking him away. I mean, he's clearly one of their best players, one of the top players in the league. They're going to continue to find ways to target him. So defensively, it doesn't matter if he has 0 catches or 10. He is always going to be a focal point of this offense.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 31 yards.
In this coverage breakdown, Mike, it's just completely unacceptable. You come out and dime defense. What that means is you have 6 defensive backs and only 1 linebacker most often. So for the offense to find an open receiver with that much space to operate, you just have to imagine there was some sort of breakdown in communication and execution because he had a lot of room to operate, and that defensive coordinator is not happy.
Give him 27, and it's first and goal.
Another Saints.
I've always gone by the
First down.
philosophy, Mike, that the pass
and goal
sets
at
up
the
the run. And in these
7-yard
last
line.
2 plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
To the air is Shuck. That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up second and goal at the Buccaneers 1-yard line.
From the 1, second and goal. In motion is Hill. Kamara going to try to pull his way in, and this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
Brings up third.
I think this is one of those cases, Mike, where simple is better than creative. They try to get fancy, and not only do they not get the ball into the end zone, they don't even get the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. We're going to see here, this could end up costing them 6 points.
In motion is Hill. Shuck going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Taysom.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Saints will extend their 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard
The
line.
Bucs take over first and
Baker
10
Mayfield and the
at their
Bucs
own
ready to get back
24-yard
to work.
line.
And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Chase Young on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now. And a 1st down to boot. They'll run it. It's Irvin. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 34-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Mayfield. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 3. Going get the carry here. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
9 yards. That's another Buccaneers first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Throwing is Baker. A pass, it's complete. It's Shepard. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 11-yard line.
They'll work now on second and 4. Mayfield to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
It's a loss of 6.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up third and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Here's a 3rd and 10. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is third down. They motion the slot man left. From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Makes the score Saints 30, Buccaneers 27.
So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more, and it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
From the 35, here's second and 3. They'll go again here with Kamara. Trying to bounce that one outside, but only to be able to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Well, that second down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they're in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting third down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
Third down, and here is Shuck. And that is Incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in.
That's interference.
That might
Defense.
make this a first down.
Automatic first down.
Now shut. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to be taken down. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up first and goal.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here now, second down and goal. Now a designed run with shot, and he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
Down in the red zone, designed quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Saints. A lot of bodies down there, but there's one with the football, the quarterback. It's all that matters. Breaks the plane for the touchdown.
And all that quarterback is looking for, Mike, is the smallest of creases before that snap. Once he identifies it, all that's left to do is put your head down, get behind the big boys up front, and drive the legs across the goal line.
York now for the extra point. He's got it. Saints will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Buccaneers 27.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return is Tucker. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work, and he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Mayfield. Left side, he's got Ibuka. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7. At the 26-yard line.
They face second down and 7. Now Mayfield. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Brings up third down and 7.
3rd and 7. Throwing is Mayfield. There's that man again. Another catch. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. One, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
Fair catch. Signaled for and
The Saints offense and veteran
The
Alvin
Saints
Kamara
take
set to
over
take
first and
over
10
once more.
at their
Their
own
lead is
24-yard
10.
line.
They go back to work trying to add to it. It begins with first down. Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. Throwing right. It's taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
2nd down and 3. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. A give up the middle with Kamara. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. 14 on the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Good for the Saints.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
On first down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of a
At this
yard.
stage in the 4th
Brings
quarter,
up
great
2nd
job by
and
the
11
defense, understanding
at the
exactly what the
44-yard
offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down, Shuck. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That's Hassan Reddick getting in there to bring him down.
3rd down.
We spend so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and give yourself a chance.
On 3rd and long, here's Shuck. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Teams practice this every single day. It's just scramble drill, and there's just basic rules once the quarterback breaks contain. If you're deep, work back to the quarterback. If you're short, go deep. And just make sure everybody works their way in phase in the same direction as the quarterback.
And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Bucs offense headed back to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Left side to Godwin. And we'll see where they spot this. Very close to a first down. He's forced out just shy of the mark.
It's 2nd and inches at the 30-yard line.
2nd and inches. Now Mayfield. Out right, catch made. That's Ibuka. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
5-yard gain on the play. Complete to Emeka Ibuka. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. This one is caught by Shepard. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They send Godwin in motion. On 1st down is Mayfield. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 5.
Paid for this. Come see this. Guys, you can do better.
That's Ibuka in motion. Baker to throw. He's got the connection there to Ibuka. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Intended for Tez Johnson. Incomplete. Kool-Aid McKinstry there defensively.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll motion a tight end right. On 2nd down, Baker, who else another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. I'm this coordinator. I think I'm giving him one more shot, see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6. To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. To throw is Mayfield. That's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
To throw is Mayfield. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
It is 2nd and a yard. He'll run, and he'll bite forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
That's good. First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Waste of time.
They'll drop to throw. That one taken in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive, but now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter.
34.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out. But 1 first down will essentially end the game. Pistol give to Camaro. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. Open man down the field, it's Olave. A pickup there of 28 yards.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Kamara going to get it on the zone read here. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
No gain on the
timeout
play.
here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. They'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Shuck. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Now Shuck on 3rd down. Now he'll air one out, and that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Incomplete. Tyke Smith on the coverage.
The Saints will punt this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And this will not be returnable, as this kick will go out of bounds. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Baker. He'll swing this out wide to Irving.
Mayfield's pass complete to Bucky Irving. A 3-yard pickup. brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. Throwing is Mayfield. There's that man again. Another catch. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Buccaneers.
Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down. Now Mayfield. On a pass, it's complete. It's Shepard. Back-to-back, gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back 1st downs.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. So we get to a pressure kick, and here's Chase McLaughlin. This to force overtime. He banged this one, and he's got it. Gets it from long distance. And we are almost certainly bound for overtime.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool, he's calm, he steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
Final seconds here, overtime looming on the horizon as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Chuck. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Saints offense ready to take over possession of the football. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. It's a give now to Kamara. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense.
Now a first throw here in overtime. I try to pitch one forward. That was an option there, but it does fall incomplete.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
It is 3rd and 10. Throwing is shut. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Incomplete. 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
They're all set to punt this one away. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. He'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Buccaneers offense about ready to take over once more. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
A kid, this is Irving. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Receiver in motion, going right. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand.
Automatic first down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. It's Irvin, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
It's Otten in motion. second down throw from Mayfield. Left side, he's got a BUCS. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
10 yards.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
At the 23-yard
I'm not
line.
sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. Looking for BUCS, he's got it again. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3.
A gain of 20.
That gets him to 100 yards exactly after that reception and gets his team a first down.
Sudden change, so you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Irving trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
From the 2 now, here's second and goal. He'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Bucky Irving, touchdown, Tampa Bay. So, fire the cannons. It's a win for the Bucs. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa.